Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not worried right now. Let me just say this. I won't worry at this moment about November, but you put in your motion that you were going to get October paid, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
Lyanna Jones.
Okay, you need to take your hands out of your pockets if you would. Thank you. All right, is this your motion to set aside?
Yes.
All right, what's your basis on setting that aside?
I'm sorry.
Pardon?
I didn't hear you.
What's the basis of which you want the motion, the judgment set aside?
Oh, because I had missed the first court date because the lady I had made a payment for September and she told me don't come to the court date if I had made
She who told you
the
that?
lady in the office at Arbor One Apartments.
Oh,
Lyanna explains why she missed her first court date, saying an apartment office employee told her not to come after she paid September's rent. This is the first major conflict in the story. Did she receive bad advice, or did she misunderstand? The judge zeroes in on this explanation, because missing court isn't a small mistake, it can cost you your home. Who do you think bears responsibility here, the tenant or the apartment office?
okay. Let me ask this. What's her current balance?
Current balance, $2,464.94. Your Honor, the motion states that she's going to pay her balance by October 31st, which she has not done.
No, I wasn't able to. My car had broke down again, but I can make a payment of $900 for that's on the judgment on Monday. That's most of the
Okay, so
judgment.
here's the problem. The problem is that the judgment was from October. You don't have October paid, and now I've got November.
Yes, and I have started an application with I don't know what the program is called for them to help me pay my rent.
Hawk,
Yes.
you got an application with Hawk?
Well, yeah, I got
Did,
an appointment on Monday.
young lady, did you have an appointment with Hawk or no?
I have an appointment on Monday. I had talked to them already, but then I had to get a
You have an
second
appointment this Monday?
Yes.
Do you mind if I get a confirmation of that? Amy, do you know?
She has an appointment coming up on the 18th.
You don't have an appointment till the 18th.
As the judge questions her further, cracks begin to show. Lyanna mentions rental assistance through Hawk, but the details don't line up. She says she has an appointment this Monday, only for the court to clarify it's actually next week. This contradiction hurts her credibility. In court, timing matters, and loose details can change everything. Would you have handled this explanation differently?
That's not this Monday.
Well, that's not this Monday, but it's next Monday.
Right.
But in
Right.
the interim, how much has she paid since October 11th, Ms. Luckoff?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor. The last payment made was October 1st. Nothing has been paid since October 1st.
I
I don't
asked
believe
could
it's
I
a
do a
basis
payment
to
of
set aside the judgment at this point. She's not presented a meritorious defense. If we give her the credit for what she's saying, why she didn't come to court the first time.
Right, but I was a bit confused because she said she paid 800.
No, I paid because the first time this was ever brought out was from September, and I paid September's rent, and she told me do not come to the court date because I made a payment. Then it dragged over into October.
The landlord's side confirms the harsh truth. No rent has been paid since October 1st. The judge listens but grows firmer, warning Lyanna to stay focused. Her argument circles back to September, but the court keeps pulling her into the present. This is a key turning point. The judge is no longer debating the past. The issue is now, and the clock is ticking.
Your
The
Honor, they
first-
never.
The first hearing date was October 11th.
Yes, but that was for September's rent.
No, it includes October rent at that point.
Okay.
I know that what the complaint may have said, but your October rent would come due. That's why there was $1,194.
Right. I can making a payment of $900 on Monday for the job.
Okay, so young lady, here's my problem. My problem is why don't you at least have the 1194, which would be your October rent?
Because I had lost my job, my car broke down, I had to use some of my rent money to get my car fixed. I wasn't able to pay.
No, I hear you, but you see the problem? Because now I'm sitting here at a hearing in November, November's rent is due.
You're right.
That's what the problem is. And then even if I take the benefit of the doubt of what you tell me you can do, right? It doesn't even pay through October. And then I've got November.
Right.
Okay, look.
The judge lays it out plainly. October rent wasn't paid. November rent is now due. Even with benefit of the doubt, the math doesn't work. Lyanna explains job loss, car trouble, and financial strain. The judge acknowledges her struggle but emphasizes reality over emotion. This moment hits hard because it shows the line courts draw between empathy and obligation.
What can you come up with between now and the 15th? You said you had 900.
Yes. That's for October, and I was expecting the people
Hold on.
to help me with November's rent.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not worried right now. Let me just say this. I won't worry at this moment about November, but you put in your motion that you were going to get October paid, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got 900 right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. To get, is her rent about 1,200, Ms. Luckoff?
Yes.
Is that about right?
Let me check.
Because I had 1194 on the judgment, and then it sounded like which
For
was really
rent,
like
I mean, the
1,200.
base, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's 1065 for the base, and there's water, trash, gas. So it's 11, yeah, it's about 1140.
Tension rises as the judge presses for concrete answers. How much money can she pay and when? The conversation becomes sharper, and frustration creeps in on both sides. Despite interruptions and confusion, the judge recalculates the rent and explains exactly what's owed. This isn't personal, it's procedural. Still, the emotional weight is heavy, because one wrong move could end her tenancy.
Okay, so about 1,200, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got 1194 because you got court costs in there, you got all that kind of stuff in there.
Correct.
All right, look, young lady, you got a meeting with Hawk on the 18th, right?
Yeah.
There's some funding coming in that may be able to cover you for November, even if it went into December. So just listen. But what has to be paid is this judgment has to be
Yes.
paid.
So if I pay the judgment on Monday,
Well, how much can you pay on Monday? You
well,
gotta
I'm
tell
gonna
me.
have guaranteed 900 on Monday, but I can ask to borrow what, $200 I'm owed
Well, you need $1,200.
for the judgment?
Well, I need $1,200 by Monday.
Okay.
Can you get that paid?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Can you?
I can try, yes. I can ask to borrow on Monday.
Oh,
I mean, I can
look,
ask to borrow for Monday. I know I could come up with 1,000, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the other 200.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. This is the only way we're going to salvage it. And I shouldn't give you this, and I'm doing this over the objection of plaintiff. Okay? Because it seems to me you found yourself in a spot you don't even know what to do to get yourself.
Then comes the surprise. Over the landlord's objection, the judge offers Lyanna a rare chance. He openly admits he shouldn't even be doing this, but he does. He sees someone overwhelmed and gives her one last opportunity to fix the situation. This is the courtroom equivalent of a lifeline. But lifelines come with conditions and no excuses left.
Out right now, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a chance to try to get it done.
Okay.
And over the objection of plaintiff, I'm going to adjourn you out 1 week on your motion to the 15th at 12 p.m. You need to pay the $1,200. I'll make it by the 13th, which is because Monday's a holiday, and I'll give you a day. So that's that Wednesday. If it gets paid to them on the 14th, I'm not talking about it anymore.
Okay.
You need to get it there by the 13th. All right? Then you've got an appointment at least coming up on the 18th with Hawk And let's see then if we can get your November paid and salvage your tenancy. You follow me?
Yes, thank you.
And so I'll adjourn the motion out to that date at that time. Get that paid, young lady. If it's not paid, I'm not going to be listening.
The final ruling is clear and intense. Lyanna must pay $1,200 by the 13th. No delays, no stories. If the money isn't paid, the judge will not hear anything further. He adjourns the motion and ends with a warning that leaves no room for misunderstanding. This is mercy paired with strict accountability.
Okay, thank you.